you guys, today I will be reading Roald Dahl, James and the Giant Peach. Chapter 1. Let me see. Okay, chapter 1. It does not say the name. Did I see that? Until he was 4 years old, James Henry Trotter had a happy life. He lived peacefully with his mother and father in a beautiful house beside the sea, where there were always plenty of other children for him to play with. And there was the sandy beach for him to run about on, in the ocean to paddle, and it was the perfect life for a small boy. Then one day, James' mother and father went to London to do some shopping, and there a terrible thing happened. Both of them suddenly got eaten up in full daylight, and on a crowd street fire, and only rhinos, which had escaped from the London Zoo. Now this, as you can well imagine, was rather a nasty experiment for such a genie parents, but in the long run it was for James, then it was for them. Their troubles were all over in jiffy. They were dead and gone in 35 seconds flat. Poor James, on the other hand, was still very much alive, and all at once he found himself alone and frightened in a vast unfriendly world. The lovely house by the seaside had to be sold immediately, and the little boy, carrying nothing but a small suitcase, containing a pair of pajamas and a toothbrush, was sent away to live with his 2 aunts. Their names were Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker, and I am sorry to say they were both really horrible people. They were selfish and lazy, cruel, and right from the beginning they started beating poor James for almost no reason at all. They called him by his real name, but always referred to him as "you disgusting little beast," or "you filthy mustard," or "you creature," and they certainly never gave him any toys to play with or picture books to look at. His room was as bare as a prison. Sorry guys. They lived on Sponge, Aunt Spiker, and now James, though in the cleaner wraps house on the top of a high hill in the south of England, that the hill was so light. Okay, so we realized, I'm not done yet, but what we guys just realized is that his parents are in England, right? From almost anywhere in the garden, James could look down and see for miles and miles across a marvelous dot far away on the horizon, which was the house that he just beyond, that he could see if the ocean itself, a long thin streak of a blackish blue, like a line of an ink breath rim of the sky. But James was never allowed to go off the top of the hill. Neither Aunt Sponge nor Aunt Spiker could ever be bothered to take him out herself, not even for a small walk or a picnic. And he certainly was permanent. But if you guys are wondering what page we are on, you're on page 4. The nasty little beast only get into mischief if he goes out of the garden. Aunt Spiker had said, and terrible punishment were promised him, such as being locked up in a cellar with the rats for a week, if even so much as dare to climb over the fence. The garden, which covered the whole top of the hill, was large and deserving, and the only tree in the entire place, apart from a clump of a dirty old lantern bushes at the far end, was an accident. Peach tree that never gave any peaches, there were no seasoning, no seesaw, no sand pit, and no other children were ever invited to come up the hill to play with poor James. There wasn't so much as a dog or cat around to keep him company, and as time went on, he became sadder and sadder, and more lonely, and more lonely, and he used to spend hours every day standing at the bottom of the garden, gazing wistfully at the lovely but forward roads and fields, and the ocean was spread out below him like a magic carpet. We got to see here. We got this. It must be kind of short. Okay. You guys can finish it. No. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Tomorrow, tune in for chapter 2. It still doesn't have a name. Do any of these chapters have a name? What should I see? The very last chapter. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching this. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching this. Tomorrow's a new episode. Goodbye. Guys, make sure to watch the video that I found in that my Lanky Box mystery opened. Goodbye.